Brad.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Graham.
Hey Graham, what's up?
Hey
buddy.
Look at that.
This is a little special. This is another one. We don't normally do this, but it's becoming more of a normal thing. Is we got a beer that you can't get. Sorry. Again, we've done it a couple times now. You can't get it because it's over. This is very possibly, I don't know for sure, and could be proved wrong by a comment by Beth or Todd or anybody at Cape Cod Brew, but this may be the last growler of 1000 Imperial, or very close to it. It's I believe the run is over. But
last growler of what beer?
This is batch 1000, the Imperial Red Ale. This is their 1000th batch. It's a very special beer they brewed specifically just for the 1000th batch, and it's an Imperial version of their Red Ale, or of a Red Ale. And it says here, just real quick, I read, it's brewed with the 1000th batch of beer, brewed by Cape Cod Beer. The Imperial Red Ale was made with exactly 1,000 pounds of malted grains. A blend that includes Canadian Pale, German Vienna, and English Wheat, Crystal, and Black malts, along with a blend of 6 different hops. Cascade, Chinook, Magnum, Mount Hood, Zythos, and Willamette. Such good stuff. Tops 8% of alcohol by volume. Coincidentally, that's 1%. 1 percentage points for each year that Cape Cod Beer has been in business.
Come on, let's drink it.
So let's get into it.
So good.
I like it. I like it a lot. It is.
Is it really not barrel or bourbon aged at all?
Yeah, no.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's
what I think are malts. I think the malty flavor. It's just got that real. I can't think of the word.
I mean, it's definitely, it's a, here's the word I'm going to use, like a potpourri of different malts.
I like that.
That are different ranges of roastedness, you know? Like there's
you
definitely,
look at the color. I mean,
are you talking about the Vienna? What was it? It was Vienna.
Yeah, German Vienna, Canadian Pale, English Wheat.
I mean, the Vienna, the Pale, and the Wheat are definitely, you know, where the sugars are going to come from, you know, for the alcohol. But then you kind of get a little bit of those, but then when you keep going, you know, you really get that, like, I mean, I guess it's the black malts, but just perfect red flavor.
So good.
I mean, because when you know, growing up, my dad always drank reds and browns and ambers, right? That was it. Still to this day, that's all he drinks. He won't touch an IPA. He'll get into a stout. He won't touch anything else.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm just like, how can a beer taste like a color? But it's a beer like this. And you're like, oh, yes.
That's a red.
That's how it tastes like a color. Or a good brown, like Maduro brown, tastes like a brown.
Yeah.
Or an amber. An amber should be smooth.
Yeah.
Just like.
But this tastes red to me.
That's great.
This tastes like a color.
I think it's great.
Cape Cod Beer, let's rate it.
Alright. Batch 1000.
Batch 1000.
Congratulations.
Imperial Red. Yes, give it a round of applause.
We look forward to the next 1000.
Yeah, there we go.
For that Imperial IPA.
I'm going to give this, I'm going to say an 8.5. I like this beer a lot. I like everything they do a lot. It's an interesting taste because it almost feels as if everything that they produce kind of goes through the brewer's mouth. Like he has a very personal touch to everything. And what I mean by that is that nothing's a bad product to me. I guess I should quantify that in saying nothing is kind of half-assed. Everything that they've done that I've had from them has been like real solid, real strong on the flavor, high quality, and just like not the best of the style, but really it seems like there's a lot of thought put into it. And I think that's part of the small brewery. I mean, that's part of they do it all within a warehouse. Like he can do tastings of whatever he wants, and they can adjust it that way. I feel that, you know, I mean, like Jim Koch is not tasting everything that comes out of Sam Adams. Like, you know, there's a lot of brewers that as soon as there's a lot of brewers that as soon as they get so big, they kind of, you know, there's probably a beer or two that goes out that they're not necessarily proud of. It's maybe either marketing to a type of their population that wants like a lighter beer, and they might be a heavier beer drinker or something like that. But I feel like Cape Cod Beer always has a very integral part, the brewer, in what they produce, because it's always such high quality. And yes, I'm attributing it a lot to the size of it, but I mean, I'm still really impressed with the fact that this is like a great brewery that's on the Cape that's getting great reviews on Untapped and whenever we see it and doing great stuff, and it just feels as if there's a lot of pride being taken in that work. So I think,
I'm gonna give it an 8.6. I really like this. I'm a big fan of reds. I know you. Stop it. I'm a big fan of reds. I like red beer. Imperial reds are interesting because they're. I get the malt flavor. It's just that, and it's the same thing that Phil calls. And I wish he was here to respond, but he's not. It's the same thing he calls that sickening sweetness I get in this beer. It's there. It's on the back of my tongue. And it's just that malty flavor, that the flavor that the malt brings, which is what he doesn't like about wheat beers and stuff. That brings it's not as strong in the sense of saying, but I get that same flavor that I get off of some things like that. Like there's that malty flavor. I can just totally get the malts. There's a lot of them. We went over it, and it's fantastic. It's just very well crafted. You brought it up. I mean, Todd Marcus, the brewer, obviously very talented.
I'm gonna give this one an 8. It's a fantastic beer, exactly what you would think of as a red. And I, for a while now, have been getting back into the ambers and the browns and the reds. I really appreciate their smoothness and like their appreciation for malty character. I'm more of an IPA person, so there's a part of my taste buds that are just missing the hops in this one. So I guess like for me, I always go back to this rating system, like what do I rate it as this type of beer, or what do I rate it in general? In general, I have a messed up taste bud system, where I only like things that are excessively hoppy. So as like in this category, this would be above a 9, easy. But in my growing appreciation of this style and of reds and how smooth and like really the complexity of the flavors that come out, I mean this is like top tier for that category. I mean you can get the whole smorgasbord of the different malts that they use. You can tell they doubled them. You can get some intense flavors and some very light flavors, and you can like search for them, and some linger and some don't. And it's just a perfect beer to have. I mean, overall though, it's one of the best reds I've ever had before. If I knew them better, maybe I could rank it in that list. But for now, just say, top 3.
So it's a 10. That's been reduced to an 8 because you don't know what you're doing, because you don't know reds.
I would say if I was ranking just reds, I would probably say it'd be a 9 or a 9.5.
Alright.
thank you, Cape Cod Beer.
Thank you, as always.
Keep doing what you're doing and do more of it, because you're pretty much amazing.
Yeah, pretty fantastic. We'll keep, and if we haven't convinced everybody to take a vacation to Cape Cod this summer, we're not doing our jobs.
I know.
So, I'm going to give this one, I'm going to give it an 8. And it's not, I feel like I have to defend myself. I feel like I'm pumped risk on the last one.
You don't, just, no, own the rating.
Yeah, I'm giving it an 8 because